Hey there guys, it's Clouded Page here again with Pick One Pack One, coming to you with a bit of another draft video. So for those of you who've been keeping track, this will be my third video on the site. Trying desperately to catch up to Cozy, but I don't see that happening. The guy is far too prolific. So, as you saw from those of you who tuned into our last draft, we hit that beautiful threshold of staying on the gravy train. No need to grind it through, so we're going to go in for another draft. I will say, what I forgot to do in my last draft is consult the experts at all. Interestingly, the first draft we did, we consulted them a lot, and we went 1-3, whereas the draft that we didn't consult them at all, we went 5-3. Now, there is no correlation equaling causality, but it's interesting to know sometimes you got to trust your instincts. We're going to try and do a bit of a mixture on it this time. So, clicking through and jumping into a draft, let's see what we get. Okay, now that's not bad. I do quite like a Xenon Obelisk. Xenon Obelisk. Yeah, there you go. The pronunciation's already going, so we're in trouble. But let's just have a quick look on this, because it is something I'm very curious about. Yeah, S tier. Okay, saying getting it early in the draft. Excellent. Good to know. So that means we are just jumping straight in. We're going to be going for some kind of a wide effect, pump our boys up and our girls up, and see what we can do. Ooh. I've seen the Spire Chaplain do some really interesting work. It'd be nice to go the Grenadine Drone and start getting in on the token train early. But the Spire Chaplain would be kind of nice as well. So again, I know the Grenadine Drone's not highly rated. Spire Chaplain's down really low. That's interesting. That is very interesting. I do quite like Combri as a colour combination. We could go into a full Xenon deck, because the Cabal Cutthroat is really nice. I don't want to look at three colours yet. We could just go the Towering Terrazon, which is really straight up powerful. So let's see what the Cutthroat's like. They do not like the Cutthroat at all. Okay, well that's very interesting. How about we try the Towering Terrazon? They quite like the Towering Terrazon. It could be that it's worthwhile just to jump straight into that, keep our options open. It also, okay, the advantages and disadvantages. The Spire Chaplain's really nice for getting power. We could be getting into Combri early. The Terrazon cuts off all white from this pack, and it stops anyone going the other way from giving us, or from taking our white. There's nothing else really that I'm huge into. I don't really care about Protect. This is where we agonize over these early picks and bore away all the viewers. So if you're still there, screaming at the screen as to what I should be doing, I think we're going to cut white. Boom! Done. Done and full of regret. Or not. I've not played with the Striking Snake formation, and that's very interesting to me. Other than that, again, the Gemblade is excellent. I really like getting into the... I'm not too keen on the Fire Monument, but the Emerald Monument is really nice. Otherwise, the Camel's not very exciting. It can draw and gain a fair bit of life. Not too keen over here. Yeah, gotta go spend a fair bit of time with the website this time. Wow. Striking Snake formation also up at an A. And what about the Dormant? Oh, I think we've seen this before. That there is possibly a name change that's occurred at some point, and it's just not there. Either that, or you may notice my typing skills are deficient. And if that's the case, that's the case. But let's get the Striking Snake formation. We are just mono white at the moment. Okay. We don't really care about giving someone else. Honestly, I love the Bold Adventurer. The Rakano Flag Bearer is nice. Okay. And he's not showing up on here. The Outlaw, the Stranger, the Artisan. Oh, Rakano Flag Bearer. They've slammed him, and that's kind of understandable. No, I think I think, honestly, here, we're just going to go for a really nice solid 2-drop. Start trying to get into a deck that we can actually play, rather than just a few big guys. Wow. Okay. I'm very, very tempted at this stage just to keep solid in the sands. So, let's see where that takes us. We can always shift and move in pack 2, but pack 1's being really generous that way. Really generous. I say that. The Nesting Aevasaur is just gorgeous. It makes your cards cheaper, so if you end up with that Towering Terrazon, we could end up getting that as a 3-drop. We do want to keep in mind that we want to go creature heavy if we can get this in an Obelisk online. But I think I'm going to speculate on the Aevasaur, see where it takes us. Okay, there's nothing incredibly extra attractive here. 1-drops the Shadow Direfang Spider. It's always nice to have something with Deadly, but I think we're just going to take Seek Power. It's quite late, and it's a nice fixing to have. Jeez. Synchronized Strike could actually be quite fun. Humbug gets in there nice and early. I do like the Amber Acolyte for fixing our Screw. The Static Bolt, however, we haven't seen any of those go through yet. Yeah, solid mark for the Amber Acolyte. Synchronized Strike is definitely down lower. I think it can do incredibly well, but I think I do like the idea of just being able to power into my big late drops. We're still not really big on the removal, except for that Striking Snake formation. Though we are now in white-blue. Okay, we've got a fair few 4-drops. We don't really need that. The 3-drop would be nice. I'm very tempted to go the second site, and I think that's where we're going to go, only because in these colours we are open to a lot of Echo. In these colours we're open to a lot of Echo. There you go. Anyone who was waiting for the pun? Pun delivered. I cannot see us really playing the Decay. Out of all the 3 of them, the only one I can really see us getting into eventually is the Rapid Shot, and that's only if these 2 blue picks don't go our way. I might just take it anyway. Again, we're in towards the end of the pack, and so we're in towards those garbage areas. Take a guy that we can play that'll give us life gain. It's a filler. Late game Deadly is not bad. Okay. And I'm just realizing that we've been sitting on Consulting the Experts, guys. We've just opened pack 2. Okay, so for those who've missed, we've got Second Sight and the Venom Fang Dagger even, and the Amber Acolyte. Which means my beautiful puns have been missed. Okay, I can't imagine... Yeah, the Dawnwalker is incredibly well received. Again, the Hatchling is something that I've talked about that we wouldn't mind getting if we're staying in these colours. Serpent Trainer's fine, getting to the air. Maybe even splashing for the Trickster's Cloak later on if we know we're going for it. But Dawnwalker, baby. Dawnwalker. Okay. Okay, now we're going to start questioning our picks, because there is only the 1 blue card in the pack. The Longsword's really nice. The Hammer of Might is amazing. Warcry 3 cannot be underestimated. But, on the same hand, the 4/3 Elder is spectacular. And I do think the 4/3 Elder is actually the stronger of the picks. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, very, very strong. As opposed to the Hammer. And you can see it's not that far apart from each other. But I do really feel... I've played against the 4/3 Elder, and if you don't have a straight-up kill spell, it's immune to Permafrost. It's a really beautiful late-end game to have. We don't have a 6-drop. Let's grab it. Speculate on green. And speculate away we shall. Dural's Frostkin's okay. The Gemblade is really good. This is getting into a much stronger Combri. The Combri Stranger would be nice. Definitely if we were only splashing. You can't really splash the 4/3 Elder. I think we're just going to grab the Gilded Glaive. We may be heading in towards that Combri color combination anyway. Ooh, Twinning Ritual or Praxis Displacer. I really need to stop jumping back and forth between screens. I'm sorry, guys. There is another Synchronized Strike. If we're going into the Praxis colors, we'd be having Rally as an option as well. Let's see what the Displacer is like. Very strong. Very, very strong. Whereas Twinning doesn't show up. And that may be for a number of reasons. Honestly, I think I'm going to keep to the game plan here. I've played against the Praxis Displacer before, and it can really just ruin your day. And I fancy doing that to someone else for a change. Eager Owlet's not bad. I'm not really caring about the Amber Acolyte. Another Bold Adventurer would be nice. How many flyers do we have currently? Dawnwalker is not a flyer. We do need to start. And the Aevasaur is... But if we're playing the Aevasaur, then we're probably not playing the Owlet. Yeah. And we've only got that 4th Tree Elder, so I think we're probably better off just getting that low curve down with the Bold Adventurer. It really does just gum up the works quite nicely. There's not really much here. You know what? Oh. I can't imagine the Grim Stranger being much of an anything. The Initiative of the Sands, it's not spectacular, but it's a 1-drop we may end up playing to try and ramp into our mid-game. So let's see. Brimstone Altar. What is that at? Yeah, it doesn't seem like the best of cards, given that you have to sacrifice a unit to deal just 2 damage. That's a lot of tempo lost. But again, we are now torn between our choices. Do we go for the 2/1/3 flyer? Do we go for a pump spell or a permanent pump? And the Longsword's great and Finest Hour's great, and I think it's probably going to be between the two of those. And the Crown Watch Longsword. Okay, they're ranking him about the same. Having played enough Fracano, I know the power behind Finest Hour. I do really like the idea of just pumping something up permanently, though, and I think we're going to do that, because we've got a nice start of a low curve. Let's keep the curve low, because that on a Bold Adventurer would be amazing. And that's what we're wanting. Towering Terrazon, because we have the one already. Having a second one would be nice. Yeah, I think I'm happy with the Terrazon pick there. Keeping just very heavy in the sands. I don't really care too much about both of these, as opposed to just getting another creature in. Although we're possibly getting a bit too heavy on the creatures, but with the Xenon Obelisk, yeah, we'll grab the Acolyte. I am low on tricks. I should be aware of being low on tricks. Just grab the Camel. We'll grab the Yeti Spy. We're definitely not on fire. And Levitate. Pack 3! Wow. Okay, possible another on color. What's the Reliquary rated like? Also A class. Okay, other options in the pack. I mean, as you can see looking in there, there's another Dormant Sentinel. And the Dormant Sentinel is amazing, but a 5-drop that can draw cards and gain its life, I think it's just too good an opportunity to pass up. Never going to see that again. Okay. And then they pull us an option like this. A lot of fire in the pack. We don't care about the Deputy. We've got a Sanctuary Priest we're probably not going to play. I don't know about playing a Humbug. It's nice if they get flyers out. We have 1 or 2 flyers. So I don't know if we have them early enough. And then Celestial Omen, which is potentially in colours. So I think we're going to try it. Well, grab it for now. Again, keeping speculating. They don't really like it. Hambug does not exist. Humbug, however, oh, also does not exist. You know what? Humbug it is. Doesn't feel great, but maybe later on if I find one of those reckless flying serpents, we'll be in a much happier place. Which direction do we want to go color-wise? We are going to need to start making a choice sometime soon. I do like the green. It's 4th Tree Elder versus Nesting Aviator, really. The camel's not factoring much. The Gilded Glaive is great. I love the longsword. I don't really care about the Yeti Spy. I think I'm leaning more towards Combri, which is a shame because there's more Elysian in this pack. I don't think the Storm Lynx is going to do what I want it to do, though it's just another Bold Adventurer with Ambush. I'm going to grab the longsword. Let's go Combri. And here comes the blue card. That'll just make me reconsider everything. Look, he's good. I don't think we want another Bold Adventurer, do we? Give you an weapon in your hand, +1. Possibly good. The West Wind Herald. I've not even played against him. And I don't think he's that great. I've got him at a C. Solid C, but a C. Stay the course, hold true. Tinker Apprentice, let's go. Oh, heaven's sake, I can't pass up a False Prince. If I've got the chance of being in these colours, there's nothing else for me in the pack except for maybe the Sauropod Wrangler. Oh, False Prince is amazing. And here we go, just like we were in the first draft, back into that agony. If we grab the False Prince, we've also got the Abyssor. We've still got another pack to go. The Sauropod would be really nice for lowering the cost of any of these that happen to be in our hand. Well, any of that happened to be in our hand. Let's grab the False Prince. It's very late for such a powerful card. I do like the daggers, but I think Wisdom of the Elders is a stronger pick here. Oh, jeez. And then the Civic Peacekeeper. Even Safe Return's quite nice. Aerial Ace is also quite nice, but we're still looking a bit heavy. A Stranger that doesn't help my problems. Oi, 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 oi. How does the Safe Return factor in? It does not. That... I can't say it surprises me. And the Ace. Let's get that out of the way. Because I don't want to type Aerial. Yeah, also a D. Whereas the Civic Peacekeeper is a D-. Okay, so no one's on the site really loving our options here. Look, we're pushing towards blue. Grab the Aerial Ace. I could grab the Stranger to try and play the green, but... grab the Camel. I'm not playing the Reinforce. The Jotund Warrior is not exciting, but then it's the only thing in colour combination. There was nothing worth hate drafting. I don't mind the Skelly Gruen. Just take the 2 Devours. Okay, pack 4. Point me in a direction, pack 4. What do we got? Ask and ye shall receive. Okay. Wow. Thunderstrike Dragon. Would also be nice to get the Lightning Storm. Would also be amazing to get the False Prince. Dragon. Let's go Dragon. It's one of those things that when it hits the board it needs to be answered, and you know when you're trying to answer it that there's another one just waiting in the background taunting you. Okay, we don't have a lot of removal, and Lightning Strike is just a great place to go with that. So let's grab the Lightning Strike. Not even going to think about this now. Well, about that pick. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to be Elysian. The Terrazon would be nice. We've already got 2 of them, though. And I prefer Dominant Sentinel. It's, for me, between the Zen Guardian and the Storm Lynx. So let's have a look. Lynx, they don't mind. We could have had another one. Okay. That doesn't help answer my question, because they are both listed at the same level. So let's have a look at our curve. Our curve is really nice and low. I think I'm going to grab the Guardian. Yeah, I think we've got enough with just the 2 Bold Adventurers. We have a Yeti Spy that I'm not going to be wanting to play. It is a bit of a misnomer in here, though, because most of those 2s are black. Whereas... grab the links. Go on, grab the links. Whew, could have had a second Spire champion. And the Minotaur Ambassador is amazing. And it's a pretty one as well. Look at that. Stay strong. Stay strong. Take me out of here. Grab a Sauropod. Another thing with Echo, which works with the Nesting Aevasaur. We can do some really fun bits with that. There's another Lightning Strike. Combray Stranger, but we can't splash. Our big green card's a double green. Let's grab the Lightning Strike. Removal is just too good to be passed up. There's another Aerial Ace. I do like the Horned Vorlunk. Very German sounding. But I think the Flash Freeze is where I want to go. Just in case. Yeah, do it. Do it. Grab another Camel. That could actually be quite funny. We've already got two. We don't need another. The Elysian Stranger would be excellent. As would be the Cobalt Acolyte. Acolyte does get us up in the air and around. Elysian Stranger means we can cast our Stormlinks. I do like the idea, though, of throwing something big into the sky. You know, like one of the Sauropods or the Terrazon or something. Ah, and there you go. Rewarded. There's a Stranger anyway. Yeah, doesn't matter. We've made our choice. You've made your bed, lad. Lie in it. And it seems like a pretty nice bed. I mean, let's not get too melodramatic. Don't really care about refresh. Okay, so let's just grab a hold of all the different things in the colours that we're potentially looking at. And oh my god, we picked up 3 camels. Okay, that's just funny. It's never going to happen, but it's just funny. Okay, we got a lot of 3-drops to cut. And look at that, there's 3 camels right there. I think they're probably all just going to walk out the door. Go on now, go. Okay, our 5-drops are very heavy. I'm not excited by the Jotun's Warrior, whereas the others are a little bit more enthralling. That said, the Aerial Ace doesn't really light my fire either. The 5 still has a bit of a bump in it. Look at this. Much better curve than the last deck we had, but then the last deck we had did do some good work. Alright. So we want to have at least 17 in this deck. We've got too much of a back end. So we really want to be dropping another 2. What have we got? I love the removal that we managed to pick up. I don't really care about the Yeti Spy. It's nice to have something early, but we've got an Initiative of the Sands. Yes, let's... and the Sanctuary Priest isn't there that much either. But let's drop that down a little bit. And Sanctuary Priest might be able to keep us in the game a little bit longer. Who knows? Is there anything else that's I'd rather ditch than the Priest? No, I think it's a shame that we saw that one False Prince. We saw another one floating around at other points. I like the Gruen just for gumming up the works. In all in, I'd rather have the Flash Freeze than the Sanctuary Priest. And so we drop that down. There's a sharp acceleration up. But I think that's what we're going to go for. Okay, guys, so there we have it. We've got just an Elysian beatdown deck looking for us. So let's get into some games and see how we go with it. Okay, guys, hopefully you'll come and join us in the next few seconds and we'll check out what happens in the first 3 games. Cheers, guys.